A beautiful checking. Am I starting this moment with the belief of a doubter, of the confused one, of a sufferer, suffering this moment? That needs to do some more practice to get to a better place. But that is not the truth. It's not the matter of the fact. Even the doubter, the confused one, is an experience within the one who is undoubtable. So do I see that every moment there's just this one checking? Am I starting this moment as the one he needs to wait for the next moment to feel better than what they are currently feeling? Then I'm already starting from the place of identification with the experience. The beginning, middle, and the end of every moment is that the self, is that silent, being beyond the thinking mind. It's not just the beginning, middle, and end of the world drama. Drama is nothing but a thought. So it's a beginning, middle, and end of the thought, one thought. So I realize, I know If there is an experience of a doubter, of the confused one, of the one needing more clarity, of the one needing more time to be perfect, all of those are experiences within me, and they will play out once in a while. The observer is seeing if the doubter is playing out to intentionally create more doubts, then it's the unhealthy doubter. But if it's the doubter that's wanting to create more clarity, then it's the healthy doubter. Observer can watch this whole game taking place within him. He allows the game to play naturally in a very healthy way. The dysfunctional play merges. So allow the healthy game to play from this natural play, natural place of being the undoubtable observer. Then you're a constant yogi. Then you are constantly with Baba. Then you witness, play the play. But you remain beyond victory and beyond defeat. Soul can never win and soul can never lose. So true victory is beyond winning and losing. There can be successes and failures in the part, but the witness is forever victorious, who can remain detached from the loss and the gain, the winning and the losing of this personal game. That is true victory. Sure. Open the chat. Do you like being victorious? Shanti. Hmm? Victory is a very beautiful word. It points to the truth of the being that is eternally beyond the winning and the losing. Yeah? Winning and the losing of the part. True? Victory is always inner, not outer. Inner victory. Do you like being victorious? Nothing to like or dislike. Do you know what victory is? Every soul is victorious, regardless. So conquering Maya means going beyond the notion of winning and the notion of losing. Yeah? So today's Murli is from 1/4/78. So I think it's date, month, and year. So yeah, 1st of April 78. Yes, 1/4/78. Thank you, Poonam. Today, it is the special gathering of the victorious Jews who are conquerors of Maya. Which children is Bap Dada seeing in today's gathering? Those who have been constantly faithful to the Father from the beginning, those who have constantly been placing their steps in Baba's footsteps, and who are constant and cooperative companions. Those who are constantly absorbed in Baba and service at every moment and follow the highest code of conduct, not stepping outside the line of the most elevated code of conduct, even in their thoughts. Such children who constantly remain with the Father at every second and in every thought for birth after birth. When we hear this, again, very important to know, first knowing yourself as this victorious Jew, right? Maya comes in the forms of thoughts. That's how it starts, right? So being a conqueror of Maya means being a conqueror of the thinking mind, right? Once you know you are that victorious Jew who's beyond the winning and the losing of the thought game in the scripted mind, yeah, then you can actually be available for Baba. Even in your thoughts means elevated code of conduct, even in your thoughts is natural then, because you don't have your own thoughts, you're taking from Baba. Yeah, then your every thought will be pure, because it is you, the being, who's beyond the game of winning and losing, that victorious jewel, taking a pearl from the Father, a pearl of a thought from the Father. Yeah? Then that thought will have absolute purity. Such children who constantly remain with the Father at every second and in every thought for birth after birth. The worthy children who fulfill their promise to the Father of sitting with Him and being with Him at every second and at every step, receive the blessing from the Father at this time of being a companion for birth after birth. How are you a companion of Baba for birth after birth? Baba is saying you don't really meet him until confluence age. Somewhere there is a memory that the mind is creating, right? Of being with Baba. And that love is there in the subconscious mind of the soul, that it stays there for the cycle. So that soul that is feeling God's love through the cycle will feel quite secured without knowing God also. Yeah? There is this subconscious feeling of being secured. Somewhere there is this very latent, dormant memory of knowing who am I and who Father is. You know how it is, some souls, like even in bhakti, if you see, there are some devotees who are very elevated in one way, yeah? And some devotees who are very insecure and they feel very unworthy. True? But there's some bhakts who feel very worthy. You call them, like Baba bolte na, unadulterated bhakti. Yeah? That how is that unadulterated bhakti? Where is it coming from? It is from the love that you are experiencing. We are those bhakts, right? Who did unadulterated bhakti. It's because we have this memory of Baba's love and who am I at this time. And the deeper it is, the longer it stays through the cycle with you. So how much deeper do we want it to be so that it stays with us throughout the cycle? Yeah? Then it has to be none but one Baba and none other. Then it will stay with us throughout the cycle. Yeah? So Baba is saying, the worthy children who fulfill their promise to the Father of sitting with him and being with him at every second, at every step, receive the blessing from the Father at this time of being a companion for birth after birth. Such souls would be a companion whilst being worthy of worship, and also a companion whilst being a worshipper. Yeah?
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Does that make sense? I'll read this again. Such souls would be a companion whilst being worthy of worship, and also a companion whilst being a worshipper. So the whole thing is really happening now in confluence age. If I really feel Baba to be my constant companion in every relationship, that deep sense of security that the soul is experiencing with Baba. Security is not like I'm secure with the body not dying. Security means my truth. That sense of safety that comes from knowing who I am, that nothing ever happens to me, and that I'm forever belonging to God. I'm always loved by God. That feeling will stay with you. Then if you know this secret, anything else matters after this, what others do and don't do, and what their part is and what their part doesn't, none of that matters. Does anything in this world claim matters after that? No, no? Yeah. Just feeling his love, feeling really deep sense of belonging with him that the soul feels.
All other relationships are bodily relations. This is the only spiritual relationship with him.
Yeah.
Which is the only true relationship.
And the vibration of this love that you're feeling now of Baba, the self, and then through Baba with other souls, is something which is going every birth after birth with you in every part. It is going to be an underlying feeling for you, even when we don't know ourselves and we don't know God. This is why Baba is saying, that such souls would be a companion whilst being worthy of worship, and also a companion whilst being a worshipper. As Jnani souls, as well as Bhagat souls, they would be companions. So we tiny points, playing a bhakti part also in total enjoyment. Love it. It's lovely. Beautiful Bhagat part. We won't be suffering our bhakti part. We will be enjoying a bhakti part also. So at this time, such special souls receive the blessing of being a constant companion and of tatatvam. Whatever applies to Brahma also applies to you. Right? So if I ever have a prayer that would be, it would be to have Baba as my constant companion. Yeah, but it would not be your prayer, it would be your birthright. Right? Oh, you mean on the path of bhakti? Is that what you're meaning, Sonali?
Yeah, I mean, wish, whatever, like this Purusharth or purpose or whatever. That's what it is. Just to be with him
Yeah,
constantly,
yeah,
forever.
yeah. And that is your birthright at this time, but a prayer on the path of devotion. So even that prayer receives a lot of help from Baba at that time. But right now you feel it as your birthright. Yeah? That is what it is. So that's why Baba is saying that each of you Maharathis has to check yourself as to what extent you are equal to the Father in his virtues, knowledge, and service, and to what extent you are his companion. Equality will bring about closeness. Equality will bring about closeness. See, we usually start, no? And it is something we the beings of light, that's what we were saying in meditation, that we really need to check. Am I starting this moment as a doubter, as the one who's confused and who needs to uh, practice this moment so that I can get to a better place from where I am right now? Or am I starting was what it was last moment, what it is this moment, and what it will be the next moment? Why? Because I'm not starting and stopping. I'm the one who's observing the start and the stop, the middle, the beginning, and the end of even the thought. Yeah? That one that I am. So Baba is saying that then you will feel equality, which will bring about closeness, which will help you. What is keeping you far away from Baba? This feeling, I'm not like Baba right now, is what is keeping you away from Baba. Believing in that feeling that I'm not yet worthy, even subtly if it's there, not what we are mentally saying and mentally and speaking with mouth, what you're really knowing yourself to be in your subtle form. Are you really experiencing yourself to be that light, always worthy of Baba's love, regardless of the failure and the success of this part? Yeah. Believe that we are practicing to be like Baba. Yeah, this belief will keep you away from Baba. Very good. This belief will keep us away from Baba. But knowing I am this light, and from this light that I am, this part has to emerge. Why is this part bad? Why are we not satisfied with it? Why? Why?
Somewhere we are, give the belief to that doubt, right? So we become the doubter instead of observing the doubt,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We
And have
also
that,
becoming independent of the part and just seeing oneself as that, not the drop in the ocean, but the ocean itself. That sometimes.
But knowing yourself as that ocean within which this drop is there, isn't that much better to see it that way? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What this one was noticing today was like mind creates thousands of expectations and this should be like this shouldn't be like this, and then whole day what Baba is saying, right? Yogi ho ki yodha ho. This one was like pure din, why can't you just stay content? Whatever is happening in the drama is right. Put a full stop there. And this one was seeing, ये ऐसा क्यों नहीं कर रहा है? ये ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? That's what happens, and that's why you're not contented with with your part and others' part too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you know what? The thing is that it is our identification with the desire to kill ego keeps the ego alive. Listen to this, 3 different levels in one sentence. Identification with the desire. So it's not just desire to kill ego. It is identification with the desire to kill the ego. Yeah? So desire to kill the ego, it is there in the mind. That's how ego keeps itself alive. It's with this desire to kill itself. It keeps itself alive.
The ego doesn't want to kill itself. Ego likes to grow.
Ego loves to kill itself. You know how? I don't like it. I want to get rid of it.
Oh, that's the spiritual BK ego was trying to practice
Yeah, all egos are constantly trying to get rid of each other, and that is why they keep giving each other power.
the ego keeps growing then.
Yeah.
that you cannot forget there in the subtle, there is the one thought was sitting, this one observed, that you cannot forget. इस यहाँ तक आके भूल कैसे सकती है, then only with Baba the whole chain of thought can be seen. Otherwise you are identified with the doubt thought, you cannot see the other layers of Maya behind it.
Yeah. Only with Baba can you actually have any chance to see Maya. In its
I also feel that since we have played the roles of, this is the churning of the soul, played the roles of deities and the kings of the kings, we have the identity of being the hero, and we want to be the best, and we want to fix everything, and fix it very quickly. So we keep and the relationship that we have with our mind is the same that we reflect with others also outside.
Absolutely.
So the more I want to be that like we've seen in Bollywood films, that perfect hero, that perfect, so the mind keep doing that. I find this, that I have to be that, and in that we lost the beauty of the authentic self, with all the flaws, with all the roughness, with every ups and downs.
Yeah.
But I think slowly now I've realized that these are beautiful. Every tufan, every thought is so that that pure acceptance is that beautiful state, that pure allowance of every thought coming and going.
Absolutely. And absolutely, what you just said is very important. Yes, a silver-aged king has this habit of being that perfect king, right? But the golden-aged king is a benevolent king, right? So the golden-aged king will not fight with its thoughts, will not try to get rid of its thoughts, will not try to kill the ego. Yeah? Whereas, check your side. What side? No sound?
Yeah, sister, one of the sisters is saying no sound, but we all can hear you very well. So I was just messaging her that maybe she should check her side.
Oh, okay.
Something.
Okay. Yeah. So as we, the beings, Baba is seeing us as golden aged kings, right? And a golden aged king's most important quality is benevolence, right? And benevolence towards its own thinking mind, towards its own thoughts, towards its own um, inner world, towards its own ministers, towards its own mind. And you will never get off your own seat of that love that you are, of that patience that you are, of that benevolence that you are. Yeah, you will never get off that seat. And that is why we all have, who does not have sense of subtle restlessness always there in the mind? Who does not have? Yeah, in the old mind I'm talking about, not about the pure mind, about the old mind. We all have that subtle restlessness in our old minds constantly, because human experience is playing at the same time with my divine knowing of who I am. Human experience is not gone anywhere. It's there. In the feeling, it's there of the old mind and the old body. But there's a sense of who I am so deeply clear to us that nothing about this old mind and the old body can touch me. Then, and then alone, I can truly be what Baba is saying, that equality will bring about closeness. Then we are not even by mistake identifying with the old mind and the old body. So we really need to understand how this old mind and old body functions, because if we do not have that clear understanding, then we are form of it, we are embodiment of it. We don't even know we are actually living like that. And that is why we battle. We don't feel Baba. And it's we don't feel means who? The old mind does not feel Baba. The old body does not, body is just lifeless, but the old mind and body does not feel Baba. Especially after doing some action which was not in alignment with your truth. Yeah. So someone called up today and they said that something happened in the family, somebody left the body, and they said, I could not be in my state of being a soul. And I'm like, what good is it, all this knowledge? Maybe I should let go. See how much attachment we have to a success of this personal identity. Letting go of Baba's hand because of one failure. Is that failure you? Victory is knowing that failure is not me. That is victory. Victory is not ever failing. Victory is knowing I'm not the failure. Right? It is extremely important to understand what Baba is saying. And if you're really seeing it with the benevolent eye of God, you see it very differently. Very differently. You can see that silver-aged king quality in you. It's not yours. It's just a silver-aged act that I have to play when I come back again in the cycle. But I don't have to see it as mine. Yeah, failure is of the role. And we say failure because we don't have any other word to explain, but it's just part of the play of the person. So
Sometimes we also feel, what is the purpose of the whole thing if it is not bringing the change, or if it is not able to change my sanskars? Though we understand that we need to enjoy the journey itself, but then it looks all very fertile that, there is just, we are hawa mein teer, we are just in our imagination doing all this, and nothing is changing outside because we are so habitual to see the scientific way, the results, and
the
proving.
the proof, absolutely. And that catches us actually. And what you will find, more benevolent you are towards your own part, actually you played better. Actually, you played with your own, from your own place of truth. The more you are, what do you call? The more you are trying to just make your part so beautiful and really making so much hard effort to make your part better, more you will make mistakes.
So this is what was happening here for the last couple of hours. One of the person had come, they're going through divorce kind of a scenario. There are a lot of emotions and up and down. So here I could see the mind, give some gyan stuff, speaking like that. But there it was feeling so much contentment just sitting with Baba and seeing the true form of the person. Husband soul was trying to give something, spiel, like loud noise, all the discussion. And here we were just sitting in the midst and just being with Baba and seeing. And at some point, it was trying to talk and say that just see the other person is just their part. This is how it was in the script. They couldn't have done. They don't want, nobody wants to hear it.
It's not the
They
time.
don't want to hear. They don't want to see it that way. And everybody gets so glued to the glasses they are wearing through that. No matter, and then it's so much liberation we have from Baba's knowledge that we know where we can apply, but when we see others struggling, and even if you're trying to show them even if you're trying to say, then just stepping back and saying, Baba, you take care of this child. Even if you're trying to give, you're trying to say, but they are hooked on to their way, which is, it's in their script too.
Yeah, but
so I was saying,
beautiful checking for ourselves. Neha asked me this question in the morning. Yeah, and it's a beautiful checking because we have this sanskara of trying to help others, and it is considered a very good human virtue. And
right,
it's
but then you
not
could
a
see if the other, when we say, like Baba says, check their pulse. If you know that it's not going anywhere, then you just sit back and just be in Baba's remembrance and just seeing their play. Could
more
not even
than that, do your own checking.
Right, that's what it was happening. Here could see the person is, the mind is saying, oh, give some more gyan, give this point, give that point. And then it was seeing, let Baba do it. What am I to get? I'm not making myself, I don't want to have any desire to make myself look good. Though part of the thing was, you could say, what's the point of you being in gyan? You can't do you can. And that internal checking, at a certain time things were spoken, but it was like, just could not. It was just feeling that it was just too much, just seeing that drama.
But there's a very one important point here that I think we should mention. is that this desire to help others. Because we are seeing their parts as their reality. We are not seeing the soul. We are seeing them the victim of their part.
No, sister, here that it was like seeing her as just Baba is her beloved.
No,
Not
that later, no? But when we are trying to help,
right.
yeah? When we
Yes,
are trying to
yes.
help, we are seeing them the victim of their situation, of their circumstance. Very
True.
subtly.
True, true,
Yeah.
true. I think when the words were
Yeah.
spoken, it was maybe feeling a little bit, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Very true.
It is there. And more, the moment I bring the eye on myself with Baba, and I see, oh, actually, their part is helping me see how this sanskara of trying to help others as a person to person help, seeing them as a victim of their situation, seeing them they really need to be rescued from their own part. Hmm? That
Didi,
kicks.
I feel this is an addiction, addiction to help others. And because in that process, I just realized after listening to you that I just realized that I am getting a lot of, I don't know what I'm getting from
Yeah.
being, and
Feeling
now what
happy about it, feeling
yeah,
self-worthy, worthy of.
right, absolutely. And then when it get, more reinforced when Baba says Seva is your breath, Seva is
Yeah.
your this, you feel even more good that and then eventually I realized that I've started attracting those souls who feel themselves to be victim. And now I feel, I'm doing that. And in this process, I mean, what's happening? All the time I am in that consciousness. Oh, I have to fix this. Oh,
Yeah.
why this person is like I have become the Mahatma and the other souls are, they need to be rescued.
Exactly, exactly. And nobody needs rescuing. You need rescuing. They are coming to you to help you see, do you have this sanskara and the habit of trying to help and pull them and seeing them as a victim and rescuing them and all of that rubbish that is going on in your own mind? So they are actually helping you. Who am I to help anybody? Nobody needs help. Everybody is perfect.
Sister here, because they were here for so many hours, first couple of hours, it was zero interest in their conversation.
Yeah.
Like zero interest. It was more Baba, like Baba said, Sakash. And I said, Baba, I'm not just being with you. Like, because that talk is all waste.
Indifferent.
Then
Indifferent.
later they said, Bhavi, come and sit here, come and sit here. Like that. That's when, okay, that's did get trapped in seeing them as a victim and try to offer something. So it was kind of did get mixed up with their victim stuff.
Yeah.
It was spoken, and there were times in out remembrance, and so it was few things
Actually,
here.
they are not the victim. We are the victim of our tendency to want to help. Does that make sense? We are the victim of the tendency to try to help others. That's what they are showing us in their part.
This is the first thing, Didi, that hits you as soon as you become a Brahmin or BK.
Yeah. Yeah.
You start doing that because Baba says na seva karo seva. So this is the first thing that you become and the first mask that you wear in a Brahmin life.
I'm a helper.
Yeah. I'm a server, a world
Yeah, I'm a
server.
server, a world server. I have to make sure everybody is happy in their life.
Yeah.
No,
And
that-
what you said, Didi, that was beautiful. That when I see them as completely the companions, like Baba says, Sahyog. Up now I understand what he meant by Sahyog. Then we empower them. We
Yeah.
don't see them as a victim. This is the real seva. I see them that they are equal. They are completely separate from whatever. But we both are equals and having two equal people are having conversation, not that I'm a healer and those are the
They
victims.
need healing. I'm the healer and they need healing.
Healing.
No, never. Never. Check your own checking. Nobody needs healing. You need healing. They are coming to heal you. They are your doctors. You need healing.
Very true.
It's very important. Otherwise, as somebody said, state of feeling superior is there very subtly. Yeah. So it is I, the being, really need to see that their part is playing beautifully. Can I see if there's any feeling of inequality or I'm better or they need my help is there? Before you know it, that giving becomes taking. This taking pleasure of being a helper, feeling better about helping others. Poor them. Here Baba says, poor your mind. Poor your mind. Not poor them, poor your mind. That needs healing. Yeah, feeling of assurance of our part. Yeah. It is so important to not lose sight of your own intention. Being in introspection in a scene. So subtly, we just give in. So this one to just always nowadays, anything, anybody this one talks, they're helping me. First thing, Baba, they're helping me, the soul, to make sure I don't get trapped in the trappings of my mind. That's how one starts. Now let's speak. It just keeps me, the soul, with Baba. It just keeps me with Baba. Yeah. Other way around, if removed from seva, still checking is needed to see if there is attachment to seva. ये सेवा वर्ड बड़ा वो है, tricky word है. It's a very tricky word, seva. Huh? It can really dupe you and deceive you and fool you if you don't know its true meaning. Seva is self-service. उसमें world service अपने आप हो जाती है.
Om Shanti. Seva is just like as if the sun is rising every day and giving light and killing the Kitanu every day. No, he doesn't say any today I will come and help others.
I will help these poor souls who are in this dark spot. I will help them. No.
No, we can think Seva when we really everything is good. Now we are doing that way. The examples we are doing like this. While attending the class, we get the right answers.
Yeah.
Baba.
It's very, very important. Just keep an eye on yourself. No matter what happens outside, Baba and I together keep an eye on you because we have so many subtle layers. We don't even see them. We immediately think, okay, this is a scene, Baba and I together. Baba, this is a soul, and I'm a soul, and the soul is receiving your light, and we didn't do our checking. We failed to do our own checking.
So self seva is self checking only, and the other part की इसको जब ये when I have this attention that ये जो scene आया है mind में आया है बाहर आया है कुछ भी पहले आया है right कई बार पहले बाहर होता है फिर mind उसके बारे में thought create करता है वो जो है मेरी help के लिए आया वो क्यों आया मुझे देखने दिखाने आया है मुझे बस मेरा काम है देखना कि वो क्यों आया है मुझे उसमें क्या वो सिखा रहा है कि मैं अभी कितना अटैच हूँ या एकदम से उसको उससे कितनी अटैचमेंट है मेरी उसकी जो फीलिंग्स वो जो लेके आया वो सीन राइट माइंड में तो मेरा बस ये अभी एक क्वेश्चन के रूप में रहता है कि ये क्यों आया है सीन माइंड में आता है पहले जब तक वो माइंड में नहीं आता तब तक वो
ये सीन क्यों आया है नहीं अगेन देख क्यों की क्यों लग जाएगी क्यों why Baba is saying it's just it has come as it is a matter of fact of this moment I know it's going to change. Who am I that is observing? And see with Baba, if there's anything that I need to see in my mind, which is maybe getting mixed with my truth, that is all.
हाँ, पहले तो बाबा के साथ है, उससे पहले क्वेश्चन नहीं है, पहले बाबा के साथ है, फिर बाबा के साथ ही कि अच्छा एक सीन आया है तो क्यों, मतलब कि वो मेरे को उसका मेरे वो जो आता है
सीन पे क्यों नहीं है? Whatever is the reaction in my mind, I'm not even putting a why in front of that. I'm just observing with Baba. Baba, on behalf of who are these feelings coming up?
हाँ, वो है, वो तो भी आप ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ वर्ड, पहले तो मैं आत्मा, ये जो गीत है उसके बिहाफ पे है, वो दिख रहा है, लेकिन फिर उसके बाद कि क्यों आया है, कि मेरे को उसमें, मेरा उसमें कैसे बेनिवलेंस है, वो जो
वो अपने आप ही होगा, नहीं वो अपने आप है ना।
लेकिन अगर वो नहीं करा दीदी, तो कई बार क्या है कि वो सटल चेकिंग नहीं हो पा रही, वो अगर कई बार दिख नहीं पा रही माया, तो फिर वो आप पैकेज का पैकेज बाबा को कर देते हो उस वक्त के लिए, लेकिन वो जो फिर भी आता है बारी बारी आता है, जब तक उसको अच्छे से नहीं उसमें से कुछ निकला आपका, राइट। तो इसने ये ऑब्जर्व किया है,
प्लेस ऑफ जीरो नथिंग कैन हाइड, then that means I'm still not seeing with Baba from a place of zero. I'm still seeing as thought number 1, thought number 2 with Baba. There's nothing can hide.
क्योंकि बहुत बार ऐसे होता है, आप नहीं देख पा रहे, आपने बाबा को सरेंडर किया, लेकिन वो फिर भी बार बार आ रहा है, वो बार बार आ रहा है।
I need to focus on my eternal reality, my perfect form, which is zero, which is absolutely thoughtless, really that eternal form of me. First, that has to be the clarity. Yeah. And from there, you can see all different layers. Baba ke saath means what? Not good time friend. Baba ke saath means I can see all the variety of dirt with him. We need Baba for us to see at this time. Baba does not mean all bliss and peace of the person mind. Baba's company does not mean that. Baba's company means being honest, being clean, and being clear from the place of truth. And that gives you power to be able to see everything with Baba from that state of zero. I'm willing to see everything, Baba. Is there anything that I can't see? I'm willing to see everything with you. So that is something you can always ask Baba to guide you. Not that you need to ask, but if it really needs that little bit of that stick to go over that high jump, then you can use that stick of that thought to make that big high jump that they make in Olympics. They use a stick to go over. Those big high jumps, a pole. What do they call? Pole run. I don't know what do you call it, whatever it is. But
long jump. Long jump.
Long jump.
ये इस ग्रोस एग्जांपल में एक्चुअल समझ नहीं आ रहा अभी.
You know how they, in Olympics, they take a stick in the long jump?
नहीं, but इसका मतलब दीदी, इसका मतलब यहाँ.
First know what it is. So they use the stick and they come from a long way and they jump over that pole using the pole, support of the pole. And when they get to the other side, they let go of that pole. So something very similar. I, the being with Baba, I am seeing it from the place of zero now. Sometimes I may be sticking at the thought number 1 and thought number 2, and I don't know because I'm embodiment of it. So I don't know it, right? At that moment, this one thought, I, the being, can see my mind is actually, Baba is giving it to my mind that, Baba, if there's something that I'm not seeing in this moment in time, I surrender it to you, whatever it may be. I'm not going to rush this awakening thing. I'm not going to push. Whenever you think it's the right time, you show it to me. I'm ever ready. Until then, I am absolutely content in this moment as this moment is, because this is who I am.
दीदी होता ऐसे ही एक्चुअली, जब नहीं देख पाते तो बाबा को सरेंडर करते हैं, जब दिखाना हो दिखा दो, राइट.
एक
है ना,
होता है
क्योंकि
surrender because I'm giving up.
नहीं नहीं वो गिविंग अप नहीं दीदी, बिकॉज कई बार अगर उसके डिटेल में जाओ आप थॉट के, तो आप उसी में ही बहुत टाइम स्पेंड करते हो और फिर भी पता नहीं चलता माइंड में, राइट। तो बाबा पे छोड़ा कि मेरा ट्रुथ वहां पे आत्मा को पता है, मैं बाबा के साथ हूँ, ये जो पार्ट चल रहा है इसमें जो भी अभी स्लीपी मोमेंट चल रहा है या जो भी डाउट का है, oh okay, whatever going on in the part, if it's
Oh,
not a full awakening moment, it's okay, still okay, right? तो जब भी whenever it will happen, but right now I'm with Baba, my truth is changeless, right? तो वो वापस this one again comes back to that truth only, and just leave that to Baba कि नहीं समझ में आया, वो माया नहीं भी दिखी उस पासिंग मोमेंट में, तो लीव इट टू बाबा। तो बाद में वो दिख भी जाता है बहुत बार, बट बहुत बार नहीं भी दिखता तो वो वापस आता भी नहीं, बट बहुत बार वो कई बार माइंड में आता है, वो फीलिंग आती है जो
don't
है
worry.
ना।
Don't worry so much. You
ओके
overthink now. Yeah, there's a lot of overthinking going on. Just leave it. Like it's like Baba and I, whatever he needs to show me, he will show me. That's it.
एक्सप्लेन में तो है।
You know? It is just that. Just that. Leave it to him. And just enjoy this moment with him. However it is. Yeah? It could be some ordinariness. Baba, I'm experiencing this ordinariness with you. I'm not expecting it to become extraordinary in any way in my mind because I'm with you. My mind may reflect it, my mind may not reflect it. I'm beyond it, but I can see the ordinariness of experience in my mind. That's it. Leave it there. What will happen is this kind of complete surrender to God from that place of complete detachment. Your truth is blossoming. Your happiness, your contentment is blossoming. क्या बोला किसी ने? छोड़ो तो छूटे, as Dadi Janki said. Yeah. Yeah. We are not here to fight the moment. We are not here to struggle with the moment. We are the beings who are observer of the struggle and the fight that the two thoughts may be having in the moment. Yeah? Just leave it in that moment. Just sit silently with him. There's no rush. We're not missing the train. There's no rush. Yeah? No rush. You can't rush this journey at all. You try to rush it, it will slow down. It really is like that. Ichha matram avidya. Zero desire. And in that, your power will emerge. Does that make sense? Yeah, let go. We are letting go. It's just really, it is nothing but letting go. We cannot add layers upon us to become perfect. We can only let go of which we have believed ourselves to be and identified with. That's the only thing. Let go. Keep letting go. Things come, thoughts come, feelings come. Let go, let go, let go. And let go means also not like, oh, I have to get rid of it. I have to let go of it. No. By being who you are, only then it can really let go. If you try to let it go, it will stick further to you. It is such a very subtle process, subtle thing. There is some sense of resistance. We don't see it, but we all are carrying resistance to our current experience in this moment. We all are.
Sister, that game was pole vault. I misspoke.
Yeah.
I misspoke. I was thinking of high jump, long jump, and then there's a pole vault.
whole world. Yeah.
Maybe this one always feels that there is lack of time. Since the morning, Amrit Vela wake up and I started, this constant feeling is there. Samay kam. I mean, I don't know why I keep, every time I feel, oh, this, I don't have enough time. I have so much to do. I don't have enough time. So
Yeah.
is this also a feeling of,
Very much, because Baba is telling us one thing and our mind is interpreting it in terms of time, right? Baba says there's not enough time, time of end is coming, so you should not waste a single second. And then our mind goes into time-bound thoughts. Oh, there's not enough time. Oh my God, I can do this Purusharth and I can do this Purusharth and I can see this class and I can see that class and I can get all the information and I can do this and that and this and that.
always.
Always. I can do this much more seva here and this much more, and I can join this group and join that group and join this group and join that group. It is never ending. We are not seeing, we are trapped. And group with God to gone. Gone in the hawa. Gone, evaporated, gone, finished.
And the mind is always in rush, always in the rush moment.
Always rushing for to the
Instead
next.
of present, it's always.
Yeah.
And it's a very internal feeling. Even if I'm not doing now, I have this anxiety,
Yeah.
even if
Very
I'm not.
subtle restlessness, subtle anxiety that is constantly present. And as a person, it will always be there.
Same.
Yeah. In Purusharth also, this constant subtle anxiety is there. Time is less. But when Baba is saying time is less, then Baba is saying, know your timeless truth in this second now. That's what he's meaning. And how we are taking? Oh, time is less. As a person, I'm taking it. Already wo sanskar to hai hi hai. Now I'm feeding that sanskar even more. Time is less, time is less. To be with one is the only thing that is needed. And being with one, you're washing a dish. You're taking that dish from hands to put it in the dishwasher. You are taking a chapati, taking it and putting it on the pan with Baba. This is what Baba wants. So if I were to leave this body in this second, was taking this chapati, putting it from the board to the tawa, I was with Baba. And so I had to leave. If I was to leave body suddenly, I left with him. Not collecting more information and more information and more information and more information. It's information junkies we've become. Baba is saying, child, don't intellectualize knowledge. Live it now. True? So this is why Baba is saying equality will bring about closeness. Talking to Baba, being with him. The experience of being a companion at every second in your present stage and in your future stage becomes instrumental in making you a companion in name, form, and relationship for birth after birth. Yeah. This is what Baba wants from us. In that, things will still happen. Work will still get done. Bills will still get paid. Don't worry. You will get to your work also, workplace also in that. Everything will get done. Don't worry, every soul has its own karmatit state fixed in it. It's already fixed. So it's like, don't to kya bolo, but pay attention that we are not coming into interaction with others trying to help them. Most detrimental thing we can do for ourselves and for others. Yeah? Trying to give gyan to others. Doesn't help. Doesn't help us, doesn't help them. But it will happen. Gyan will be given by Baba. Everything will happen on its own. Can you hear us now, Sister Neeru? So Baba is saying, the experience of being a companion, you would be a companion in becoming a conqueror of sin, and also a companion of the time of the era of King Vikram. King Vikram. In every part and in every clan, you will be together. Baba has made it very clear. He's with us throughout the cycle. Right now, in a very direct way and then indirect way. He's with us. For us, it will be indirect. For him, it's still direct. But we will be in an indirect way with him. This is so beautiful, this Murli. Baba is saying the experience of being a companion at every second in your present stage and in your future stage becomes instrumental in making you a companion in name, form, and relationship for birth after birth. No, it is the Murli date of 1478. So in every part and in every dynasty, you will be together. The memorial of this is we will live together and die together. That is, we will ascend together and descend together. Beautiful. So either being with my Baba together, I'm watching the play of my parts, ascension and descension, ascension and descension. With Baba. True? Ready, Sister Geet? To play the part with Baba, to ascend with him. Your parts will ascend with him, descend with him, ascend with him, descend with him. Ready?
Always ready for Baba.
Yeah, we all are ready.
Baba will take us anyhow.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it to him.
Absolutely. We are always with him. That's what he's trying to tell us. That we are always with him. And in your part, you will play this part of ascending and descending. But you are never ascending and descending. So it's like mother and the child sitting together and going in the roller coaster ride together. But having fun together. Yeah? Having fun together. The child is not feeling, I'm going down, oh my God. Now I'm going, oh no, I'm having fun in my mother's lap. So safe, seatbelt on, so safe. Now I can play this game of what does Baba call? Somersaulting with Baba. And that is why We are not affected by our parts, ups and downs, ups and downs. It's all part of this personal play. You are not that personal play. You know? So Baba is saying that we will live together. It's like Coolie's ups and downs are not Amitabh Bachchan's ups and downs. Is it? No. It's Coolie's ups and downs, but he's playing that part. But it's not his up and down. Something very similar. I, the soul, it's not my ups and downs, it's the part's ups and downs. Don't mix the two. Although I'm playing that part, I'm experiencing everything of that part, like Amitabh Bachchan is experiencing everything of that part of Coolie. Everything. But he knows. It's not me. Something very similar. I know it's not my up and down. It's part. Although I'm feeling in this body is like that chair, no? That chair in the 3D movie. In that chair, the chair feels, the chair has these effects, the chair has these emotions, the chair has these sensations. It feels everything, that chair. That body is a chair. And you, the soul, is sitting in it. And mind is a TV screen. So you see the images on it. Now you're having a full 3D blast experience. But no, nothing is happening to you. You are just there to have this 3D experience. I like to see body as that chair, actually. Yeah. So Baba is saying that we will go together, we will ascend together, and we will descend together. You will be a constant yogi and a constant companion at the time of ascent and at the time of descent. This is Baba's promise. Yeah? Sorry, you were saying something, Sister Geet? I could not hear you.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. So beautiful.
Baba ready ready for everything.
Yeah. Baba's everywhere with me. He's never let go of me. Never. It's just that I believe myself to be this 3D chair. That's the problem. I'm not this chair. I'm sitting in the chair. That's different. And it gives me an experience of thrilling experience of horror and fear and excitement and thrilling experience of joy and sometimes stress and anxiety and sometimes worry and whatever. It gives me these experiences, body and mind together. Chair.
Doubts.
Doubts. It gives me the experience of doubts. It gives me the experience of confusion. Wonderful chair. Yeah. Beautiful experience. But I'm with Baba, sitting in the seat with him. Baba and I together sitting using this chair. You know how the stomach dips and you have these sensations in your tummy when it goes down? In a physical manner also when you go down, right? On the roller coaster. Something very similar happens when emotionally and physically your body's feeling the same when emotions are playing that game of a roller coaster. And your body feels it. In your heart, you feel palpitation. In your stomach, you feel the stomach butterflies are just flying in my stomach. Everything is there. It's a chair. Chair of experiences. We can give it a name. Yeah. And you're sitting in it with Baba. What's wrong with it? You know, one of the very senior sisters, I don't know if they even realize it, but they said very clearly in one of their lectures, they said Brahma Baba was very detached even from the feeling of the body. That is how detached that soul was. And so Baba is telling us, to the extent that you are complete in fulfilling your present companionship, to that extent you will be a close relative. Means all relationships will be godly. You will feel them to be godly. Whether they are or not doesn't matter, but you will feel them to be godly around you. Because you are carrying that God's love, that deep, deep knowing of God's love in you. So even if the father could be like a dictator, you will feel as though it's like God's caring that you're getting from the dictator-like father. In the physical world, I'm talking about. It's very beautiful what Baba is saying. So he's really telling us, if you're with me, you will go through this entire story and entire play and in this entire physical play with me, with the feeling in your heart embedded in the soul. So nothing about the story can ever bother you, inner or outer. So Baba is saying that the most elevated soul of the entire world has great importance within the drama. Therefore, those who constantly stay in relationship with such a number one soul who also have great importance. You will always feel worthy and important. It's not that you will go and sit in a seat of a president. What it means is that you will always internally feel that something in me is making me feel I am important as a soul, not as a person, but as a soul, I am important. For Baba, I'm really important. Even if my part is rejected by everybody, but for Baba, I'm really important. You know, one thing that really helped this one in the beginning also was I would always see Baba showering his flowers upon me. And I always love this song very much. I'm not a singer or listen to the songs at all, but this one song is stuck in my head from the days mother used to listen to music. And that song is Baharo Fool Barsao. And I always see Baba just like showering flowers on me, his bride, and he's just welcoming me in his arms, invisible arms, and it's like, now I don't care anybody likes Rini part or not like it, or it's not like, I don't really care because Baba really welcomes me. Then there's attachment from this part automatically.
Sister, can you explain this part a little more? Like when you say, even though everybody's hate, Priya's part, Baba still loves. This part, if you can like go into a little bit depth, somehow it's not like sitting here.
Because see, Baba. Sorry. Is it okay if I were to mute you? I think it's echoing.
Yeah, sure, sister.
See, Baba is really loving the soul. Baba is a lover of the soul, right? And when you really feel Baba is showering his attention on you, Baba is showering his love on you, the soul, Baba is seeing you completely beyond all these 84 parts within you. Baba has got no interest in the fictional story recorded in your mind and your body and whatever it is. Baba is only interested in the soul, and he's just constantly welcoming me. Constantly, whenever it's like, whenever I'm not doing a task that needs a mental thinking process, right? So what would I do? It's like I'm just seeing Baba showering his welcoming drishti on me. Child, you have made my life complete. Or bride, Sajini, you have made my life complete. I am incomplete. My own conversation goes on with Baba, yeah? I'm incomplete without you. So I really feel that the Baba is complete with me. Not that he needs anything, but that's the feeling he gives me. Does that make sense? That's the feeling Baba is giving you. Without you, I am incomplete. You are my bride. So you complete me and I complete you. Now it's a feeling, not that God is ever incomplete, but it's a feeling. It's that love that you feel from God. And more you feel love from God as a soul, you don't have to detach from your part. There's a natural detachment from your part. If I'm not detaching from the part, somewhere I'm lacking in not experiencing, in receiving that love from Baba. He's giving, but I'm not receiving it. Yeah. So somewhere my part still is my trigger for me, for these old sanskaras to emerge and constantly come into action. That means somewhere I'm not experiencing God's love enough. And as a result, my own perfection as a result. Yeah. So really, Baba is welcoming the soul. I mean, that's the feeling you get now. You read this, Murli. Don't you feel the amount of welcome he's giving you, the soul? I'm going to ascend with you. I'm going to descend with you. I'm going to have every relationship with you, incorporate. I'm not leaving you. I'm not leaving you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So more that feeling is there. This automatically is gone. Not important.
Yeah, with who wakes up in early in the morning, right? Like with that beautiful meethe bache, that's more than enough. I mean, that's how your locket mom also wakes you up, right? I mean, I'm
See,
just giving that example, but
no,
in
let's
general,
not compare Lokik mom with father, huh? Supreme mother. One is fictional, one is real.
yeah.
Yeah. No. God's relationship cannot be compared with Lokik. We can give it as an understanding, that's different.
Yeah, that's what this one is saying, yes.
But it's just not the same. Not the same. Now see what Baba is saying. We live together and we die together. Hmm? Oh, I love it. This is so beautiful. Hmm? The most elevated soul of the entire world has great importance within the drama. Therefore, those who constantly stay in relationship with such a number one soul also have great importance. Nowadays, when a soul attains the temporary status of a president or a prime minister, his family also become important. So how great would be the importance of the souls who constantly stay in relationship with the soul who's constantly elevated. Then understand recognition of Baba and the self is not there fully yet. I'm still trapped in some feeling of the mind and some feeling of the thought. If I'm not feeling welcomed by God with open arms as a soul. Yeah. And this one would feel, Baba, you can't live without me. I know. I just know you can't live without me. And it's not a dialogue, it's really a feeling in the soul. What will you do without me? You would have no role to play without me. Hmm? This will make you feel very liberated. If you really want it easy way, path of least resistance, this is it. The Baba is saying that just as all things have importance and are considered to be valuable, so too while speaking of the value of you souls and praising you people will consider themselves to have been graced by you. Do you consider yourselves to be such elevated souls? Do you see yourself as this beautiful godlike being soul, Baba's, who God just lives for and breathes for and comes for? Yeah. I will finish it here, but very important to really see this importance Baba is giving to you, the soul. Then the part will automatically become unimportant. This relationship with Baba. Okay? Talk to Baba. I know you can't live without me. Your life will be dull without me. It is true. He said that in Murli. What will I do without my children? Do you remember this? Yeah. It is very true. It's his feeling. He's not emotionless. We think some God is emotion. He's filled with emotions for the soul. And he's very expressive also about his emotions for the soul. क्यों दूसरों में लटकते हो मुझ में लटको ना I can't forget that line in Baba's Murli. मुझ में लटको ना फंसना है तो मुझ में फंसो ना क्यों फंसते हो बाबा के दिल बच्चों बिना नहीं लगता बाबा भी बच्चे बिना नहीं रह सकता बिल्कुल Yeah. So see God's emotions towards you also. Don't only talk about your emotions to God. Also see Baba's emotions towards you, the soul. It's not a one-way monologue going on. See how Baba is also just expressing his feelings for you. Yeah. Yeah. So it's very important. Dekhna, kabhi check na, are you the only one talking to Baba? Or Baba is also talking to you? Check. Okay. And his conversations with you are filled with immense love, very emotional, but richness of emotions you will see in his love. Richness of feelings you will see in his love. Baba, you have no expectations of me. Child, no expectations. Because I know your truth. The way I know it, I'm wanting you to see it also. Yeah. So let it be a two-way relationship. Okay? All right. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Baba.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Baba.